Yeah. You are tuned in to Offering Something. I am your host, Michael Bernier. Always feeling so good to be alive. You know this. I love you for watching the show. That is the truth. If you're checking it on YouTube, subscribe, notifications, all that. That's so sweet and nice. If you're the streaming television type, we're out there on everything. Amazon, Fire, Apple TV, all this stuff on the Plymouth Rock TV channel. You are beautiful. I love our sponsors at Riverwalk Brewing Company, Enjoy Your Life brand, and the Higher Education, Music, and Arts Festival. Oh boy, it's a good day. Let me tell you this. We have a tasty episode in store for you with a guest who is a chef, a boss of the barbecue, one of the greats at the grill, a food fanatic, the night of spice, a brand endorser, an excited individual, a connecting piece in the pursuit of a journey of a lovely life, whatever that means, and a human who leaves a trail of smiles wherever he goes. It is with great pleasure that I introduce to y'all Craig McPherson, a.k.a. Cmac Cooks. What's up, buddy?
What's up, brother?
Hey, how are you?
You know what? I got to tell you.
Tell me.
We've known each other for a little while.
We have.
And I watch your show. That's the only reason I came, just for that intro, baby. I'm done. That's it.
Hi, thank you for being here. My house, nice and easy.
Too kind.
Well, I'm just speaking the truth. You know, this is a part of my thing.
I gotta go back and write all that down.
You should. Whenever you're in trouble, play it back. So, how do you feel? Comfy? Safe?
Yeah, it's beautiful in here.
Yeah.
It's comfy, warm, a little chilly outside. It smells beautiful.
It does.
Yeah. I gotta get that candle.
Yeah, you
I don't know what it is, but it smells good.
It's called It Smells Beautiful.
That's right, baby.
So, tell me this.
Yes, sir.
What is it that makes you, as a human, so comfortable in your skin and so capable of being yourself?
Wow.
Because this is one of the on top of everything else that's going on. This is the layer that lays on top of everything here that you do.
So
you're comfortable.
We're going deep right away.
Yeah. Where does this confidence come from?
I'll tell you. So that's a great question because I was not always comfortable in my skin. In fact, many years I was far from comfortable in my skin.
Why?
You know what? I grew up as a very shy kid. I was
naturally just quiet guy, turn red when people talk to you.
Quiet, super shy, painfully shy. I was tall and skinny and glasses and braces. Basically everything that you don't want to go through as an adolescent.
Yeah, you had it all.
Had it.
Look at you.
I didn't have the confidence. I was shy. I wanted to blend into the background, which is very hard when you're
like bending over.
Oh yeah.
Rounded neck kid.
All of that, you know. But it's very hard too when
acne.
Did
you have acne too?
Oh yeah. Oh, all of
okay.
that. Yeah. But when you're the tallest kid in your class, it's tough to blend in.
Everybody knows the tall guy,
and you get picked on and everything. Listen, it's very funny that you started that out that way because I was so opposite of being comfortable in my skin. And it really took me up until my college days where I kind of fell in with a couple of buddies that were very comfortable, very gregarious and outgoing, and they kind of took me under their wing to a certain extent. I was playing basketball at that time, kind of fell in love with the sport and started getting good. That helped with the confidence. But these guys, a couple of my lifelong friends who were anything but shy, and I wanted to be like them. I didn't want to be shy.
So they were your guides, your gurus into the world of confidence.
I'm not sure if they really knew it at that point.
Yeah,
but
you're like,
I knew
they're
it.
doing it. I'm just going to say what they say. All right, it worked.
Yeah,
I can do this.
those intro. I still consider myself a introverted extrovert. I love doing things like this. I love, in my old business, I would get up and speak in front of 300-400 people. But there was always this little kid inside of me that remembered how painful
shy.
that was.
Yeah.
I'll still go to parties sometimes, and I kind of wish I could kind of blend in a little bit and be in the background and just kind of watch things. But
so these two college buddies, can we give them names? They have names?
Yeah. So Matt Dickerson, who him and I are still.
What up, Dicks?
That's right, Matty D. Rich Moriarty. Both of them played ball with me, and I really consider those two guys when I was a freshman in college. Kind of helped me out, kind of
critical on this shift that was going to occur at some point, but they were catalysts.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right on. So you and I take our own individual trips to the beach where there's a good surf spot. We've been out there for a while, and we happen to meet on the other side of the waves, and there's a set break. We don't know each other. Sup? I'm like, sup? Like we have a minute here before the next set comes in.
Right.
I'm like, bro, what do you do? And you give me your set break pitch on what you do as opposed to an elevator pitch here.
See, I was about to go, my corporate background wants to talk about elevator pitch, but same thing, right?
Set break pitch, baby. What do you got for me?
I'm born and raised California, and I get the set break.
I know Cali, boy.
That's right. Out in Santa Cruz.
Brah.
I love
Dickies and straight brims and socks pulled up. Yeah,
that's right. I love bringing people together. I think that's one of my. It took me a long time to kind of figure that out.
Hold on, we're in the ocean. We're in the ocean.
Yeah.
We're in the ocean. Yeah. This is the answer. You got 4 to 8 sentences. It starts off with, "I'm like, what do you do, bro?" And you're like, "I think I like bringing people together."
I'm a connector of people.
There it is.
That's right.
And now I'm intrigued, and I'm like, what do you mean by that?
Yeah. I like, listen, I've always prided myself on getting along with rich, poor, tall, short, blue collar, white collar.
All the people.
I don't care. All the people. And
are you saying you judge people based upon their personal character, not where they fit in some social class or what their occupation is?
Absolutely. I judge people on how they treat me.
Yeah.
And I try to treat them well too. But I do. I like, when we have our events and our parties and stuff, we get a bunch of different groups. I love bringing them all together. And that's kind of, that's me, I think, in a nutshell.
It is. Cmac the Connector in a nutshell.
So,
yeah.
I got
it's
a new nickname.
Big nutshell.
Yeah, well.
It is. It's a big nut. So now let's go right to, what is it that you think, or what is it that you know that you love about cooking, aside from the consumption of delicious food? Why do you think you cook? Otherwise, there has to be more to it.
So first of all, again, I was not always interested in food.
Mm-hmm. We're going to go through all of that. I'm skipping right to, why do you now, at this point in your life, enjoy? What is it, the reason that you cook aside from eating the food? Is there one? Is there another layer to this?
It's relaxation. It's and for me, it's not just food. I mean, I've got to have, when I'm cooking, actually when I'm doing anything, I got to have music on.
Yeah.
I think that's as much of a part of the cooking process.
Keep painting it. What's the music that's playing normally?
Oh, it all depends. It might be a little, I'm a born and raised parrot head from my dad.
That means Jimmy Buffett, right?
That's right.
There we go.
That's right.
I'm with
Jimmy.
It. Yeah, man.
But the whole thing, right? For me, it goes into the island music and all that. I might have a little Free Volt. I might have a little Michael Bernier.
Ooh, thank you.
Shameless plugs.
Thank you.
I might have some country music. We were born and raised kind of on a family ranch. So I might have some Willie Nelson. I'm a big Willie fan. I might have some Frank Sinatra. I might have a little, Italian kind of opera stuff going on.
So
but it's gotta
Sinatra's
be
playing.
music.
The food is out.
Yep.
And you're feeling like, my blood pressure is nice and low right now. Everything is good.
Getting a little taste.
Yeah.
Getting that chef taste, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. It's that's for me. It is. If I'm having a stressful day, stressful week, I wanna put together a little, plan a little menu and just cook. And that could be any type of cooking. Realistic. I mean, I love the barbecue. I love to grill, but it could be cooking inside. But for me, there's nothing better than kind of cooking over some live fire.
All right, let's bring it now. Let's take it. Let's go all the way back. How far are we going back?
Way back.
Yeah, man. So
go a little something
where did
like
you
this.
come out of the belly?
So I was born and raised in Palo Alto, California, Stanford University Hospital.
You're in Palo Alto. How long are you there? To what age?
So I was born there. We lived most of my young life in Sunnyvale, California.
Is that middle class? It's upper class, high class, low class. You're poor, you're rich.
It was very middle class.
Very middle.
Maybe upper middle class back then. For
parents
those,
were blue collar or more on the white collar side of things.
More on the white collar side. My dad worked for a company called
The car was clean. Yep.
Yeah, and my mom was a dental assistant. The town that I lived in, Sunnyvale, is kind of famous for a couple different things. One, if you've ever seen the movie War Games,
it sounds
going
familiar.
back with Matthew Broderick.
Yeah. I feel like I know what this is.
Yeah, so they had a point in that movie where this computer was auto-dialing numbers in Sunnyvale, California.
Shining moment for you.
Probably the only time Sunnyvale. The other, we're really the heart of Sunnyvale and Cupertino, California is now the heart of Silicon Valley. So I went to.
Is that something to be proud of?
Well, I don't know if it's something to be proud of, but
something
I think it's Apple World, Apple, Google, all the computer companies are right there, and I joked that I was very much of a nerd growing up. Mm-hmm. Apparently, I was not nerdy enough for hanging out with the right nerds. A couple of guys, Steve Wozniak and Steve Jobs, founder of Apple Computer, went to my high school. They were a couple years ahead of me.
Yeah.
But when they were in garages, figuring out how to make Apple computers, I was hanging out with the wrong crowd. Still a nerd, but hanging out with the wrong nerds.
So here we are in Palo Alto. You grow up there. You're there until you say, would you say 14 years old, something like this?
I was there. I was in Sunnyvale all the way through.
Yep, Sunnyvale,
the way through. Up until college.
Through college.
Yeah.
That's where it all happened. There.
Born and raised.
Okay. And at what point during that did you start to be like, yeah, I'm really into food, man. Let's cook it up. I feel like I'm a chef.
Way after that.
Way after.
I think
You're not even in California at this point.
I think I still survived through most of college on Top Ramen, Coors Light, and maybe McDonald's.
Champion status.
Exactly. So we used to grill though in college with my basketball buddies. That's probably when the grilling part started.
So you're saying after college there was another job that you had for a while. What was that?
So after college, I did some retail jobs. I ended up moving out to Arizona kind of on a whim. And one of the buddies that I was talking about earlier,
Dix,
Matt Dickerson, exactly. Yeah. Matty D was in the restaurant business, and he was getting ready to open up Wolfgang Puck's first restaurant in Arizona.
Oh, look at this!
And he called me and he said, "Hey,
Matty,
I need one more manager to round out my team." And I had very little
curve.
I had very little restaurant experience at that time, which he knew.
Yep.
And he said, "But listen, I really just need somebody I can trust as part of my team to run the bar, to be an assistant manager." And I said, when in my lifetime am I going to have the opportunity to step in and work for a great chef?
Yeah.
As little as I knew about food, real food at that time, I knew who Wolfgang Puck was.
Of course.
And so, I said, let's do it. And that was really kind of my jumping off point for understanding food. Even though I was front of the house management, I wasn't cooking. I saw what was going on, and I learned an awful lot, and really fell in love with cooking and food and bev and that whole.
What year are we here when we arrive at Wolfgang Puck's?
This was back in the late 90s, 98-ish.
So since 98, this has continued?
Yeah. It's morphed, and it's definitely taken on more of an outdoor cooking. Again, I like cooking indoors when I have to, but again, for me, there's nothing better than lighting up a grill or a smoker and doing that whole thing.
Describe to me now the process of how we go from being the chef at Wolfgang Puck's to being in position to have people reaching out to you to endorse for their products or feature their things on your show. Yeah. How does that happen? How do you now become, hey, I'm Cmac Cooks and you love my show and my posts and
dumb luck?
Just luck.
Well, maybe not luck. Listen, I think luck and timing is big in a lot of things in life. So absolutely, I think there's some of that. I was fortunate enough for when we moved to California out here to Massachusetts 4.5 years ago now, to have some good investments and good money management and essentially cashed out of California. So I was fortunate enough to retire from my job at AT&T just over a year ago.
Nice, buddy.
And so, my wife said, listen, we've been planning for this. Good deal. But you got to figure out something to do. Keep busy. Keep out of trouble.
Can't just be lying around now, Craig.
Yeah. And so for me, that was kind of embracing my passions more.
Yeah.
And so I got a little bit more into social media and started cooking and highlighting and figuring out, how to take pictures a little bit better of the food and everything. Yeah. It becomes this whole thing.
Oh, yeah.
But I started hooking up with some companies, and it's been fun. I'm far from one of the big ones out there. I'm still growing all my accounts, but I have fun doing it.
The traction is there.
Yeah.
We can see it developing. So was there some kind of turning point where it went from like, two people care about me to, oh, all right, something's going on here? Or was it just the continuous step-by-step every day?
Well, there was definitely
punching the clown.
Yeah, for me, I think there was definitely a turning point, and it had a lot to do with the pandemic. When the pandemic started, and a few months in, and everybody was saying, "Well, geez, we're going to be on lockdown and this
Glued
and that
to our device."
So, just like a lot of people out there, I kind of said, "Well, listen, if I'm going to be at home, and not traveling, and there's this grill that I was looking at. It was not a cheap grill, but it's a very, I've been looking at this thing for a few years, called an Artiflame Grill. It's like a piece of art in your backyard, and it's live fire and everything. So I talked to the boss, my wife, of course, and got the okay and ordered this thing, and I just kind of fell in love with it and cooking on it. And I got to know the owners, but it was also something that's kind of unusual, and there weren't a whole lot of people out there in the social media cooking world that were highlighting a grill like this.
Right.
And so they took notice of the posts and the pictures and the videos that I was doing, and said, hey, listen, if we send you a couple of accessories for the grill, will you do some videos? I said, I would have done them anyway.
Yeah,
but sure,
buddy.
free stuff, yeah.
I'll take it.
So that's actually how this thing kind of started.
Rolling. Here's the momentum.
Yeah, and now now I cook on those, and I'm very good friends with the owners of that company. And
I see that now. Hanging at their house. Look at you.
We hung out at their house a few weeks ago in Arizona and did some cooking, and it's again, this is the stuff I'd be doing regardless of social media or whatever else.
Yeah.
It's definitely one of my passions.
Taking that passion and turning it into some sort of reality out there. I love it.
Yeah.
So I often find that creative minds like yours have a love for traveling. Yeah. Is this the truth with you? You like to get on the aeroplane, see some places?
I do.
Yeah.
And as a 6'10" guy, it's not always comfortable, by the way.
Oh, Mr. Tall Guy. Now you're bringing it up, drawing the attention to it.
Right. But that being said, when I was working with AT&T on my kind of early days, I was always working in the call center world, customer service, sales back in California. And
in a little cubicle?
We had,
desk?
Cubicles all over the place. And
hello, yeah.
my job turned into, once I kind of moved up the ranks a little bit to the director and the general manager level, turned up to be a traveling job, because now I had, I'm in Northern California. Now I had some offices in Fresno and Bakersfield and San Diego and Pasadena. And then it morphed into working with, in different states, Springfield, Missouri, and Miami, and got to the point where I was traveling at least half of the month, if not more. And it was something that I never thought I would do for work. We had young kids at the time, but I kind of fell in love with it. And I really liked, we would change around our offices or our call centers pretty regularly. So, one quarter I might have Kansas City and Missouri and Miami, and the next quarter I might have San Diego again, and it was always fresh. I enjoyed
exciting.
Yeah, I enjoyed at that point. The first thing that I would do when I got a new office, I would go on Yelp. I would Google. I would find out what the great restaurants were in the area. That's what
I'm getting into here. Where is the best food of all these places that you found your physical body, your 6'4" self?
I get 6'10".
6'10".
I got to tell you, I was excited when I got Kansas City, Missouri.
6'10".
I know, it's ridiculous, right?
It's outrageous. It is.
I was very excited when I got Kansas City, Missouri, one of the hubs of barbecue. I was also excited when I got Miami.
Yeah.
But then it got to a point, too, where I started working with our partners overseas. And so I would be able to travel. I had offices, or I had partners out in call centers out in the Philippines.
Look at you.
And you talk about a 6'10" guy going to the Philippines. It was like,
oh my God.
It's a freak show.
Look at this
Jamaica, a bunch of different places. But that was fantastic, because now I can, taste a lot of this international cuisine. So yeah, it was a real blessing. I probably did the travel.
Eating everywhere, yeah.
Yeah, I did the travel thing for probably 8 or 9 years of my call center career when I was there, and just loved it.
So now let's talk about, you go out in your backyard.
Yeah.
The actual food, the product that you're putting onto the grill. Where are you sourcing this from? I don't assume you to be just going to. I mean, Vermette's is a great place, but I feel like you don't get everything there.
Right.
Where are you getting your quality products that you're preparing on that Artiflame Grill?
So
Cmac Cooks.
So I've been fortunate enough, again, with working with some of these companies that we'll get some companies that'll send us stuff.
Like Meat just shows up on a doorstep. Who's this from?
It's like Christmas. It's fantastic.
Constant Christmas. That's your middle name. Cmac's Constant Christmas.
Right? Brown Santa, the UPS guy. I love him. First name basis with my UPS and my FedEx guy. But yeah, we got at a company, Billy Doe Meats, that they focus on kind of halal prepared goat and lamb, and we work with a duck company, Culver Duck. I can kind of go down the line. So that's been fun. But there are also some
plenty of meat at the house.
Well, yeah, I know. This probably makes you uncomfortable.
No, it doesn't.
No, you good with this? All right.
I
just want to make sure. Because I cook veggies too, so we can talk about that.
There's no judgment from over here.
I love you.
It's all love.
I love you, baby.
Constant love.
But here's the other thing that I absolutely love about having some ranching and farming background in our family.
Cmac, the ranch is Constant Christmas.
I love the fact that we got farms out here.
Yeah.
And we've got a lot of locally sourced vegetables and proteins. We've got some great, family-run butcher shops. The Modern Butcher. I'm just going to start name dropping. Modern Butcher, Warren and Lisa are fantastic people. Ooh. We got Bucciarelli's.
Oh yeah,
I got my Thanksgiving turkey. Armando, yes. Yeah. There's a lot of great spots around here, and again, we're bordered by all these farms, and there's just no shortage of great, whether it's proteins, whether it's vegetables. There's no shortage around here. So
people are sitting around and they're talking about you and the stuff you cook.
Yeah.
What is the meal that Cmac prepares that's like, yo, nobody does it like this? Minds are gonna be blown when you're like, all right, we're having these people over. I'm gonna blow their minds. I gotta make my. Boom. What's the thing for you?
Good question. Probably my most asked for recipe is my Cmac and cheese.
Cmac and cheese.
Get it?
Yeah, I get it, because I get it.
Do a good Cmac and cheese, 5 different kind of cheeses. I put...
not the answer I thought I was going to get.
Diced jalapenos.
I see the pictures you put up. It's like all this fancy...
I like doing, if I'm going to have people over and I want to kind of blow minds, I usually do something, a little bit different, right?
Okay.
Ribs are great, brisket, all that, pulled pork, whatever. I love doing bone marrow, roasted bone marrow.
I'm not hip with this. What is this? People are eating bone marrow?
Yeah.
How do you do that?
My boy Armando.
Where do you get the bone marrow?
Armando takes care of me.
Just draining the marrow out of the bone?
Take, basically cow femur bones, they're fairly sizable. Usually you'll find them in butcher shops for dogs.
Is this a regular practice? Can you go purchase this at the store? Yeah, okay.
Absolutely. It's meat butter, Michael. It's meat
butter. That's what you're calling it.
You cut it open. I cut it open lengthwise, right? Where I have my butcher cut it lengthwise. So it's like a boat. And so you've got this line of the bone marrow. Get a little bit of seasoning on it, and basically you're just roasting it off, and it starts bubbling, and you take a little spoon, scoop a little out, put it on a little crostini. Phenomenal.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
A lot of people are doing this.
I don't know if a lot of people are doing it. I mean, it is.
But if you're in the world that you're in, it's common.
Yeah.
Oh,
well,
yeah.
I don't know if it's common even in the world that I'm in necessarily.
What do we call it again? Oh, what did you say?
Roasted bone marrow.
Just roasted bone marrow.
Yes.
Oh.
All right, I'll tease you a little bit more. I've got something going on this Friday, actually. Tomorrow I go down to Modern Butcher. They've got me, I'm going to wait till you finish drinking. I don't want you to spit out your beer.
Yeah, man, here we go.
They've got me 2 cow tongues coming in tomorrow.
You're ready for it.
So this is what I love about,
I'm waiting on new microphones to arrive, books, and you're like, is the cow tongue in yet?
Yeah. Listen, quality butcheries like that, right? They use, we like with a pig, we call it from the rooter to the tutor, right? It's whole animal cooking. Nothing goes to waste. And with the cow tongue, a lot of cultures will cook cow tongue.
That's
right?
common to me. The cow tongue seems much more normal than whatever you
the bone marrow?
filleted bone.
Okay,
yeah,
all right.
bone
I thought we were going to go the opposite way on that.
No, cow tongue. I feel like sometimes you even see that in the store.
Yeah,
in a little package. You see
absolutely,
like the foot of a pig. I'm like,
even
they're going
Walmart,
for the
right?
pig's foot.
Yeah, trotters. Yeah,
Is that what you call it?
yeah.
That's the hip
pig
terminology.
feet.
Trotters.
Trotters. Yeah.
Get some fried trotters here.
We're gonna do.
Oh, got myself a little piece of toenail. This one here.
We're gonna do little cow tongue tacos on Friday. Got a couple friends coming over.
You've had this before.
Oh yeah.
You like that?
Oh, it's fantastic.
Is it?
Yeah, it's really good.
That seems interesting to me. Most things I think are good.
It is.
I'm not turned off by meat products, and I can picture how they'd be delicious. That one seems a little.
It's one of those
funny
things
to me.
that you got to cook it. You got to cook it the right way, right?
Meaty cornmeal.
It's gonna be smoked. It's gonna be seasoned, and then it's gonna be braised, and it's practically gonna fall apart. I'm gonna chop it up, get it on some
and everyone's gonna know what they're eating.
Oh,
You're gonna let them know.
Yeah, absolutely.
And most people will eat this.
Yeah, but most people have trusted me on some of the crazy stuff that I've fed them.
Well, we had mouth in mouth to me. I think that's what it is. Tongue on tongue.
But I try that with my kids. You got young kids. I try that with my kids. I want my kids to be a little adventurous in their eating,
the adventure.
right?
I don't think we should be limited to certain.
Yeah.
I fully respect this.
Yeah, it's but most
It's
of
a
us.
big tongue too. They have, huh?
Oh yeah, they're big.
Big tongue.
Yeah, they're going to be a couple pounds a piece.
That big?
Yeah.
What 2-pound tongue?
I'll have pictures.
What do you call that? Like, I know you got the trotters for the foot. What do you call the tongue? Just cow tongue?
Well, just cow tongue.
I kind of want to know it's cow tongue because
yeah.
it's kind of a delicacy.
Yeah, lengua in
Lengua?
Spanish. Yep. Yeah. Tacos de lengua.
I'm
excited. I'm excited. See, but I get excited for that, Cook.
tongue.
I get excited for that. I'll save you some.
Now, would you say that preparing food for you is an expression of love? People come to your house, you make them food. Like, I feel like if I walked into your house, without there being like, I'm not there to have a meal, but as you're talking to me, the fridge is opening, the cabinets, and like there's something that you're going to be like, here you go, this is incredible.
Absolutely.
Is it love? Is there a lot of love?
I think so. Listen, I think there may not be a better expression of love in most cultures, right? Or you bring people into your house and you're going to cook them a big meal. That's love right there.
Agree.
And I'll tell you, there's a lot of cultures that do it a lot better than we do, I think. But
oh golly, yeah.
But yeah, absolutely.
We got a lot of good people here, though.
Yeah.
Like you.
Yeah. It is. But it's like anything. Listen, I come to your house and there's gonna be music playing. If you're not making the music, there's gonna be music playing, right? It's also about what your passion is, right? Yeah. And sometimes people expect it too, which is fine because I love doing it. It's not
love gifts?
Do I love gifts?
Gifts, like a gift, a present.
Sure.
You'll accept.
I've never.
If I was to give you a gift, would you accept it?
Yeah. If I was to give you a gift, would you accept it?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
I'm going to give you a gift, though.
Well, I'm going to give you a gift, too.
An exchange. It's more of an exchange this way.
Yeah. It's a mutual...
There's been very few exchanges here.
Really?
Usually it's just an exchange of joy.
Well, there's definitely that, too.
Yeah. So I'm going to give you the gift now.
Okay.
All right.
You've built it up. Should I give you my gift at the same time? Should we do this one? Holy cow! What? Oh, look at that box! Wow. Look, I thought that was my name for a second, but that's crack sauce.
There it is.
I don't know if so. I gotta. We talked
Brian
about this
Rollman,
a little bit because Brian, if you're
what a good cat.
We gotta hook up.
Good sauce.
It's not only am I a big fan of hot sauce.
I already told him for you. I told him today.
Yeah.
I said, this is happening. He said, I can't wait.
But the name of his sauce is so close to Craig.
Wow.
Just one letter. All right.
Craig's Craft.
Should I open this?
Yeah, open it up. I want the things coming
gonna,
out one at a
I'm gonna
time.
open this. And
Everybody
then
that
I'm
watches the show knows that I want to see the items come out one at a time here, Craigery.
All right. I don't want to.
You want to rip that sticker.
That's right.
Good golly. What a nice box.
My grandmother used to do that, you know, Christmases were painful because she didn't want to rip any of the wrapping.
Even though she was going to throw it out.
No. She would save it.
Reusing
My
it.
grandmother was one of those that she would fold it.
I'm sorry you had to go through that.
It would take forever.
Greg. Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Look at this. Is that the right size for you? Oh, looks like it.
Quadruple extra large? Perfect.
There it is. A lot of X's involved.
I'm a growing boy.
Yeah, you look good in yellow. You look real good in yellow.
This is.
Dig in.
Does it bring out the yellow in my eyes?
Yeah, that's a poster from Jay. What's that?
Whoa. Some crack sauce, baby.
Crack sauce slid out of that. Good catch there.
40 shades of green chili.
Look at this. Little crack sauce for you. What's good, Brian? Oh, yeah. It's a poster that Jay Alders artwork. It's pretty incredible.
Fantastic.
I had a hard time parting with that, actually.
Oh, look at this. Got a little
hint
raspberry hint.
Some hint. Yeah.
That's fantastic.
I want you to stay hydrated. I care about you.
I appreciate that.
You must have to drink a little more water than most people.
I do. And I don't always do a good job at that. So I appreciate
There's some sandals, size 13, a little small for you.
Yeah, but flip-flops, I can always go a size down. Appreciate that.
Oh.
My boy Scott Winters.
That's right. CNA stores in Amesbury. A little air freshener.
Was there the other day.
Smells like cannabis.
Nice. This is. I don't feel worthy. This is a plethora.
You don't have to go through all the CDs. There's a fair amount of CDs in there.
Right, we got crack sauce.
I assume you have a CD player. You got a nice crack sauce sticker there.
I got
big one.
I'm excited for this.
Oh yeah.
So this is again. I like unusual stuff. And the golden pumpkin. When I watched your show with Brian on it, he was talking about the golden pumpkin. And I like pumpkin stuff. Okay, I'm going to say it right now. I don't mind pumpkin spice and all that during the fall. So I'm not necessarily saying this is pumpkin spice, but you don't see a lot of hot sauces with pumpkin. I'm excited to try that. Thank you very much.
Oh, yeah. Flavor. Almirada.
It's our boy.
That's right. That's right. I love it. Eli loves you. Eli Balin was good. Green Stride, Almirada Half Marathon, 10K, Beach Beer Mile, Rum Run, 5K, all that stuff. Oh, yeah. I hope that fits you, Mr. Golfer.
That's perfect. On my dressier day.
Yeah, I see you out there looking sharp. You do this.
I try.
Yeah, you do. You succeed.
Listen,
Craig,
you've gone way too.
Craig, let's keep going. I know you get fit at the gym.
Shorts.
Look at that. They even have the spandex underneath those Enjoy Your Life shorts where you can put your cell phone right into a little pocket in there.
I like that.
Zipper pockets everywhere. Those are real deal shorts right there from Enjoy Your Life brand.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's because
like
we all love you.
Christmas came early. It's like Brown Santa came early.
Look at this. Yeah, player. Woo. I will be a brown Santa.
More CDs. What do we got here? What's this?
That's a
little
fabric
bag?
container for growing some types of herbs in or something. I thought.
No.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
That's it.
I love growing herbs.
Yeah, I know you do.
Hey, there's nothing better than cooking with
Sometimes
fresh
we
herbs.
don't know where to put it, and you're like, I want to plant these, but I don't know where.
If only I had
a
little container.
There you go.
A bunch of Riverwalk beers.
There you go.
Listen.
That's it. That was fun.
You did way too much. This is ridiculous. I appreciate it though. So in the spirit of gift giving, some of the folks that have been gracious enough to.
What is this stuff? What? In a Coach bag, stealing the dime bags.
I didn't.
Barrel-proof bourbon barrel blocks. Smoke your bourbon casks.
This is
smoking blocks made from authentic
next time
Kentucky
you grill
barrel.
or go over to somebody's house, take that. So here's what I want you to do, though. Here's what I want you to do.
I'm doing it.
I need you to open that.
Right now?
Tear that open.
Right now?
And you got to do the smell test. You got to do the smell test.
I'm doing it. Look at me.
Open it up and take a whiff of that.
I'm about to get into some whiffing. All right, here we go. This is real.
Right? Now imagine
I'm wrecked now. What is this?
that. Though, okay.
That's like reminds me of like, you know, it smells so real that it brings thoughts of vomiting.
Well, don't do that. It's one of my favorite companies that I work with.
This is wonderful. It actually smells like quality bourbon.
Yep.
In a bag.
Yep. Bourbon barrel stays. They've been cut into chunks. You put one or two of those in your Weber grill or something, and that food will take on some
I'll be doing it.
awesome flavors.
Gives me a reason to call you and text you. Hey, man. Ooh, Uncle Steve Shake. Look at Uncle Steve. Who's this guy, Uncle Steve's sweet dessert shake?
So that's actually a very unusual product right there. So Uncle Steve, buddy of mine out of Texas, has about 12 different barbecue rubs. This one is a dessert rub. So you put it on your, some ice cream, a little pie, whatever else. It's really good. Kids will love that.
Look at this guy, Uncle Steve's. They're going to love the picture on it, too.
Right?
Uncle Steve looks quite happy. Here we go, digging in further. Lucky Dog, food's best friend.
Lucky Dog hot
Cherry
sauce.
Chipotle.
So that's my buddy out of California. Your buddy Brian knows Scott Zalkand, who makes this hot sauce. One of my favorites. Good stuff. And I believe, if you look at the ingredients, that is Michael Bernier.
This is full-on me-proof here, man.
There's nothing in there that you
Me and my queen
eat.
are going to get down on some Lucky Dog.
Yeah, it's good stuff. Cherry Chipotle, two of my favorite flavors.
I'm so ready for that. And there's more in this Coach bag. Here we have Cmac's Riverfest Barbecue Cook-Off 2021. You have your own thing?
Uncle Steve made some special rub for my big Riverfest Barbecue Cook-Off a couple months ago.
Incredible.
All-purpose rub, good stuff. Salt, pepper, garlic.
On the cover of this, or whatever you call it, the packaging, the label here, where it says Cmac's Riverfest, it then shows what would be the backside or the rear end or the tail side of a pig.
Right. With a couple of kiss marks on it.
It's got about 3 kisses right there on the but I guess it's the buttocks.
That was my logo this year for Riverfest.
A pig's butt. Look at those trotters. That must make you hungry when you see those little trotters down there, doesn't it?
That whole pig makes me hungry.
Nice. There's something else here. Oh, I got some Cmac Cooks stickers, right? These are stickers.
Yep.
Those will get used.
Yep. And look at this. You are the first one to see this.
Wow. Beowulf Brewing Company premium rolling papers.
Boom.
Size 1.25. Corporate beer is for chumps. Smoke wheat.
Right? Every day.
Look at this. Beowulf Brewing. We love them.
Right?
Yeah, we do. Actually.
I was over there today with Eli and Stevie, and they literally, FedEx just brought those in. And I said, listen, I got to take one over to Michael. I think he'd appreciate it.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
So that's the first one that's actually out in circulation.
Out of the building?
Yeah. You have to give them a thumbs up, thumbs down.
Yeah, I'll let them know what you think about it.
Absolutely.
So I do understand that you fancy putting together events. We've touched on this briefly.
Sure.
And, some outstanding things such as Cmac's Riverfest Barbecue Cook-Off partnered with Our Neighbor's Table at Lindsay Haight here in his room. SantaCon Amesbury now partner with Caden's Crusaders.
Sure.
Yes, the great Amesbury Chowder Cook-Off is coming on. I don't know if we can tell anyone yet, but I just did.
When is this show going to air?
Friday. Right now.
Okay.
Right now.
So nobody's really heard about that yet.
Yeah,
this will be you. This is breaking on your show.
So I'm sorry, whoever was trying to reveal that or announce it, but there will be the great Amesbury Chowder Cook-Off going down with Cmac. So from far and wide, people are going to be rolling out to that one.
Yep.
I'm not giving you a date though.
Bear
It's in
Wolf.
Amesbury, Mass. Beowulf Brewing.
Might be February 5th, 2022.
Wow, the
I'm
date
just
is
saying.
there, February 5th, player. Oh, it's going to be sold out quick.
That's right.
All
That's
right. I
More
love
to
that
come.
about
More
you.
to come.
So you said you have a family.
Yes.
There's a woman.
Mm-hmm.
She's the boss. You love her.
Yes.
Do you like her too?
Deeply. Yes.
There's a great like going on.
Yes.
And you created other humans, the
We
two of
did.
you together.
Yes.
And those humans are...
We've got a 14-year-old boy named Tyler, who is a freshman in high school.
Yeah, Ty, it's your time, buddy.
Ty is a freshman, and Riley, also known as Rai, is
Ty, Rai.
Yep, 12-year-old in
crazy
6th
over
grade.
there. Yeah.
And she has grown 7 inches over the pandemic. She has passed her mom.
I don't even know what that means. How does that happen?
She has a 6'10" daddy. That's how that happens. So she's
That's
on her
right.
way to being a 6-footer, 6'1", something like that. But yeah, 2 great kids.
While we're on this,
Yes, sir.
are you more of the fun dad goofing around where like your wife kind of feels like she has 3 kids, or are you like on something serious, like that's not how it works? You're like on a lesson tip. You're like a
little bit of
kinda-
both. So yes, you talk to my wife. She
So your
definitely
kid, so
says.
what you're saying to me is that your kids are like confused, like, I don't know, dad's cool, but at the same time, he's got like this mind control over me, like Debo.
I like to keep them on edge.
Like, oh,
Yeah. Once they start getting comfortable, then I flip it on them. But
oh,
my wife
man.
will tell you that yes, she has 3 kids.
The parenting therapist would tell you that's not healthy,
That
Craig.
probably isn't healthy.
Your kids are going to have trouble with everything. You know why?
They are
Because of you.
remarkably well-adjusted. Oh, yeah, a heck of a lot better than
They
I
know who
was.
Bill Murray is when they see the
yes,
shirt. They're familiar with it.
Yeah, absolutely.
They like going out with you when you have that on.
They do. I've got a few Bill Murray shirts. They
Great shirt.
little chive stuff. They they were they were exposed to Ghostbusters and a few other of the little Caddyshack maybe not the whole thing as they were young, but the important parts.
Two things kind of flow together here.
Yes.
It's first, personal health.
Yeah.
You take care of yourself. I know there's a lot of food around you because you're cooking.
Yeah.
You find the time to take care of yourself. Would you say that you're living a healthy lifestyle that will prolong your time here on this beautiful planet?
Yeah,
Craig. What's your middle name, Craig?
David.
Craig David McPherson. Are you
Right.
taking care of yourself?
Now I feel like my mom's talking to me.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Craig David.
I
I want to call you Gregory a lot. Gregory David.
I used to hear that too. I listen. I think I can always do better. I think I'm better. The older that I've gotten, I think when you're young, you think you're bulletproof, and I feel a lot of aches and pains in my body from playing 25 years of basketball.
See, that's where we were going. You see,
Yeah.
they did tie together. They were
Yeah.
gonna tie together.
And so I think when you start hitting your 50s, that you start realizing that, if I don't do some things differently, I want to be around to see my kids, graduate from college if that's what they want to do. I want to see, my daughter walk down the aisle, all that kind of stuff.
Yep.
I had my kids 20 years later in my life than my parents had me in their life.
Oh yeah, I know this drill.
Yeah. So, just from simple math, you kind of figure, I might not have as much time with them as my parents did with me. That being said, my mom passed away before she hit 60 from cancer. So you never know, but it does. I think when you hit middle age, you kind of get to that fork in the road and say, well, either I'm going to keep on doing stupid stuff and making bad decisions and not going to be around to see my kids do that kind of stuff, or
Keep it together.
I love meat, but I can't eat red meat I
Med-reat.
should say med reat.
That's the name of your
Hold on, let me try
podcast.
this
Med-reat.
Red meat every day. I could, but it's not going to be good for me, right?
Yeah.
So I think I'm definitely more cognizant of that.
How I asked because you maintain this exuberance, this glow about you. At 55, you could transition into this old guy category, but somehow you're hip. You know what the hell is going on.
Well, I'm
you
way
can have
too
regular
immature
conversation.
to do that.
Your hair is like styled where like kids won't be like, yo, this guy, old guy thing going on. Like you haven't transitioned into like dad guy, like wearing the pants with no belt, shirt tucked in, New Balance sneakers on.
Right.
You've kept it together.
The dad
and I
shoes.
love New Balance. They're very good to me. They give me a lot of sneakers. I love you guys, but you know what I'm saying. You got those old dad shoes.
Yeah.
Double wides, whatever.
Yeah.
How do you do this?
Because I'm way too immature to do all that.
Yeah.
Listen, I like having fun. I don't
do you
have
do magic tricks? I feel like you might have a couple magic tricks in you. Card tricks.
No. I
go to the party, spend more time hanging out with the kids than the old people.
Dabbled in that a little bit, but I just
dabbled in that.
I have a hard time totally growing up, which I think to a certain degree at this age I think is a good thing. Do I have the energy and everything that I did as a kid? Nah, I don't. I try to fake it but no, I think. My mentality sometimes is I'm still in my 20s, and at least that helps keep me young. I don't always feel young.
And you have these...
Mentally, I feel young. Physically, maybe not so young. But, I'm working on kind of bringing those two a little bit more together.
Yeah, and off in the background, you can hear Bruce Springsteen sing. Glory days, glory days, and you're like, oh yeah, I played D1 ball.
Yeah,
I played professional ball in like Istanbul and all over the world. Like what?
Yeah.
So what's up with
those
this?
were the glory days.
What's your position?
I
You're
played.
Center?
No, I played.
Power forward. Where are we?
I was small forward, so that was about 60 pounds ago.
60 pounds prior to this.
I was
at 6'10". You were a professional basketball player.
I was very lean back in those days. So I could shoot and I could run and jump.
Were you like classic white guy on the court, or were you like hip white guy on the court?
I was hip white guy.
You were hip white guy.
So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
I had some good friends that took me under their wing
mouth
too.
Open white guy, like stick to threes, hit every free throw.
No, I was thin enough and quick enough that I could jump and I could run, and frankly, I think that's why I feel it now, because I was doing a lot of that. But no, you're right. Those were definitely the glory days. It was a lot of fun being able to play overseas and live that whole life for a little while, Yeah, I miss being able to do that. My body doesn't let me do that anymore. But, there were some good memories. My only regret, I don't have very many regrets in life. I think everything's a learning experience.
To survive, you have to live with regrets, Craig.
Well, well, listen, you don't have any choice, right?
I already forgot your middle name. Hold on.
David.
Craig David. CD.
I don't have any regrets. One thing I really wish, though, was that... my kids could have seen me play, because that was such a big part of my life and such a passion. I love basketball.
Daddy was damn cool.
Yeah, they're like, whatever.
They didn't have cameras and all that stuff then. There's like no footage.
I got a few tapes that I force them to watch every once in a while. And they look up and they say, okay, yeah, and then back to the iPhone.
That's called a dunk shot.
Yes, right.
That's what we used to do, a dunk shot.
Like, Daddy, you were so skinny back then. Good days. Good days.
Goddamn work. So, Craig.
Yes, sir. Michael, what's your middle name, by the way?
Keith.
Keith.
Okay,
all right.
Yeah. And I think it's because at some point later in life, it was predicted I was going to have a good friend named Keith.
Huh. Your mom used to call you Michael Keith? She kind of run those together like that when you were, Michael Keith, get in the house.
Yeah, there's a chance of that. It's ringing a small bell. I don't think it was too common.
All right.
But it wouldn't be good, I would assume, if that was happening.
Yeah, it usually
normally
never
she
is.
was calling out the wrong name for whoever did the thing, like
Ryan,
Rob, Scott, Michael, whatever. Just get in there and kill you. Jesus. So here's the thing, Craig.
Yes, sir.
I asked you to come on the show. Did I not? Isn't this true? It was me personally.
You did.
Yeah.
Yes.
See how that works? Like I.
It wasn't
did
your people.
So all y'all, me, human to human.
Yeah.
That's how it works. This is reality. Big part of what's going on here. So I asked you to come on here today, Craig, for 2 reasons.
Okay.
I understand this is 4, but if you look at one hand at a time, it's 2. There it is.
All right, good.
Is that how that works?
It didn't work.
2 reasons. The first reason
Yes, sir.
is one of the most valuable things in my life that has made me feel good. And when I see other people do this thing, it makes me feel incredible because I know how hard it is to not do this, what I am talking about with a little bit of mystique here.
Yeah.
And that thing is to have a passion, right? Something you're really into. Here we are. I am so into this cooking thing. I am in a position where I have the opportunity to do anything. This cooking thing, an internet channel, and it's so easy for people to tell you, like, what the hell is going on with Craig? What is he doing? And you can start to, like, hear the naysayers and just, like, dismiss the concept because it's like, yeah, maybe am I crazy? But instead, Craig David McPherson, what you do is you have this passion, you follow it. And then not only are you, which is wonderful, if you are just, not even to use the word just, on your back porch cooking tremendous food for yourself and your family and your neighbors, but to take this to a point of where other people care about what you're cooking and they're giving you free food and they're giving you their products and you've developed a whole Cmac Cooks brand because it's something that you're passionate about, that, my friend, I love to see. And you, which you already do, should recognize that you should feel great about it. That's it. That's the first reason. Find a passion, pursue it, make it a reality.
Thank you.
So many people are afraid of this. They think that their God is their God, but their God is fear, afraid to do what they want to do. So who are they bowing to really here? Their God or to fear?
Right. Fear.
Okay. The next thing, the second reason why you're here, man.
What's the other one? I can't wait to hear the second.
Check it out, right?
Yeah.
Every time that I've interacted with you,
yes, sir,
it has been a positive and healthy and constructive conversation, and one that from the first meeting, and I assume you felt the same, from the first meeting was, I already know this guy. We're like, he's a brother. The guard is down. There's no ego. There's no wall here. He is simply a kind person. So what we see in this world is as people travel on their roads of success, oftentimes a theme that goes along with this is becoming less kind, less nice, more arrogant, more separated from reality and the other people that are just the normal people because we're all the same, right? But you, whether consciously or subconsciously because it's your natural way, choose to continue to be kind. And this should not be overlooked. You're a good person. That in itself is to be loved and noted, which is why it is point number 2 to why I have you here. You are offering something positive to this world. Yeah.
That's so. First of all, I appreciate that.
You accept this?
Absolutely, and I agree 100% that I got that same feeling from you. And I think, listen, I think that's one of the things I've really struggled with especially over the last.
Be more specific. What is one of the things you've really struggled with?
It is a lot of society has gotten kind of nasty over the last few years.
Dirty.
You know, whether you're talking politics or pandemic stuff or whatever, and it's just it gets and for somebody again that has embraced social media from my cooking and even from a personal perspective. It's gotten so toxic, which really hurts because I think the basis of it was really good at one point, and I think it still can be. So when you say stuff like that, it really resonates because I did get that feeling from you the first time I met you, and every time since. your positivity. And I mean, listen, you guys know this. I mean, listen, all you got to do is watch a couple of his videos, and that's
Let's get back to just
how can it not put
you.
a smile on your face?
Yep.
And I think
that's what you do.
And I think the world needs more of that, especially now. It can be contagious, and so I think it's sometimes easy. I don't know if you fall into this, but I do, because it's easy to think, at least for me sometimes, to kind of fall back and say, geez, it seems so pervasive, the negativity out there. And again, whether it's social media or going to a coffee shop or whatever else.
I dismiss the negativity.
I think you got to.
Like, you're a clown. If that's what you're going to talk about, then you don't want to be happy.
I think you got to be fine if you louder. Let it be. You got to be louder with the positivity, because unfortunately, sometimes that negativity is loud.
Player.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes, you are, baby.
And amped up.
Yeah. And I think that's it's important. And I think people definitely do feed off of that. So I appreciate you for really leading the way and being I don't even know if it's for lack of a better term, but being a change agent, for positivity.
Yeah. I also I want to be recognized as being somebody that is a huge supporter and activist. I would call myself an activist and I never call myself an activist for anything. An activist for giving compliments.
Yes.
Genuine compliments. Don't let that disappear. You don't just have to give you stop giving your friends compliments. Don't do this. There's no point in doing this. Don't expect, you come here. I assume you know that I'm proud of what you've accomplished, and also that I'm willing to sit with you, that I must think you're a good guy. But why not say it? So when you're dead and gone, or if I'm gone prior to, I never get to say the words out loud. Right. Say it out loud.
Right.
Don't let compliments go out of style with some sort of age or anything. And you don't have to know somebody to give them a compliment. So when you think about me, add that to the list. I'm an activist for giving genuine compliments. Boom. It's called AGGC.
I love that, because I think it's unfortunately, as we get older, I think it's a lost art. I think as kids that sometimes don't know better, sometimes it's easy to give compliments, right?
Yes.
To our friends.
That's what I'm saying.
And I think as you get older, I think you get
confidence is involved a lot of the times.
Yeah.
Lack of confidence to be able to look at somebody and be like, hey, I really like your earrings, because you're going to have a nervous breakdown. You're going to turn red.
Right.
You're going to go in the back of the room and bend your head down and get some more zits or whatever happens. Yeah.
No, I appreciate that about you. Again, change agent. And that
change agent.
Yeah. That's contagious. It's good stuff.
I know you like gifts. We did that, right?
Yeah. We got more gifts?
No, we don't have any more gifts.
I got plenty of gifts. You got too many gifts.
I can give you more gifts.
No, too many gifts.
Yeah.
Listen, just being here with you this evening is a gift.
Really nice. I feel the same, though.
We didn't plan on this until, noon this morning?
That's right.
This morning?
And we won't talk about what led to those circumstances, but what we will talk about is the joy that has been created as a result of. And
everything
that is time with you. I can feel the warmth and the glow.
Yeah.
Have I grossly overlooked anything in this interview here? As we sit here with the underlying theme of making sure everybody knows what the hell's going on in the world of Cmac Cooks. The Instagram is at Cmac Cooks.
Yes.
That's true.
Yeah, Instagram, Facebook page.
There's no K on that Mac. It's a CMAC.
CMAC.cooks. Yep.
There's a dot involved.
Yeah, dot on Instagram. And most of my stuff I do on Instagram because it's nice and easy. I kind of like the format.
Bro. So we've got your social media situation out there.
Yeah.
People are going to connect with you. When are you going to cook me some food that I can dine on?
I can cook you anything.
I know you can. I don't doubt it.
Doing?
There's no doubt. That's why I asked when. I didn't say can. I said when.
We need to do that soon.
I'll be like a date.
Yeah.
It'd be another meeting.
Absolutely.
We meet. Wow.
Absolutely. Probably not
This could
Friday.
turn into a friendship.
I mean, we could do it Friday. I don't have to do all Cowtown. I can do a little vegan
cow
tacos
There's
too.
the cow tongue tacos. There's the vegan ones. People are like, get that stuff away from my tongue.
I don't think I told you this. You may or may not know. I know you're vegan, but my wife is vegetarian. So my wife, who's been vegetarian,
I knew there was something really good about her.
Right? One of 6 kids, the only vegetarian in her family, and she marries the biggest carnivore there is. But
it's because beauty is not as a result of what you consume.
Absolutely.
You emanate, glow, radiate.
Yeah.
Love.
Yeah.
And that's what is the most important.
And she, she pushes me to cook more vegetables and stuff, and that's good for me too. So,
yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Get the green beans going.
Love it.
You like some kale with that? Scallion pancakes. She's like, you're not quite getting it.
Absolutely.
I
I think we said a lot today.
That's it. I don't think we have to really say anymore. Yeah. That's it.
We could just stare at each other.
It's one of the best moments of my night. Conversation was great, but did you gaze into his eyes? Have you seen his eyes?
It was kind of
see
serene.
His eyes?
Yeah, it was serene there this morning.
Yeah.
This morning.
This morning. You never know what time. It's always dark in this room.
I know, but
even if it's midday, you come out and you're like, oh yeah, it's not the middle of the night.
I know.
I gotta go deal with things. But
it's very.
This is
you've
complicated
created a very
now.
relaxing space.
Yeah.
The lighting. The curtains, everything.
Energy.
Again, the smell of the candles. It's lovely.
I'm glad you find peace here.
Yeah,
as I do too.
Absolutely. I needed this tonight.
All right. Well, this is Cmac Cooks. One more time, get hip with it on the Instagram jam at cmac.cooks. Y'all don't know how to spell cooks. You shouldn't even be spending your time on Instagram trying to find this dude. Right?
That's true. True that.
I love our sponsors. I say it all the time. At Riverwalk Brewing Company. What great people. So good. Enjoy Your Life brand. Definitely get in on this. Everything at Enjoy Your Life brand and Higher Education Music and Arts Festival. And I got a feeling there's something new's coming soon, boy. It's one that makes me really happy. Yeah. That's it. Whatever. I love you guys. You don't have to watch this, and you do. You're beautiful. You're the most beautiful you can ever be. When you're being yourself, don't let anybody take that away from you. Your freedom in your mind, freedom, all yours. Everything else going on out there. In here, that's your peaceful place. Hey, thank you for coming out of your house, moving your physical big body.
Big body.
Gentle giant, though.
Yes.
I'll say that. But moving the big body from wherever it was positioned to here.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
Let's do it again.
Yeah.
Tomorrow?
I'll do it. Tomorrow? I'm not sure I can do it tomorrow. This is some kind of are you preparing an impossible
I don't know.
type of situation?
Maybe.
I love you.
Pushing the berry.
That's it. It's offering something. I love you, love you, love you. CMAC does too. Hey, thanks for all these gifts. And thanks for putting Uncle Steve's face into my brain.
That's right.
He looks like a fun guy. Tell him I said that. Oh. And we'll see you next time. You are incredible. Yeah.